Good morning. Matthew Swigert here. I wanted to follow up today with some video content that could take you a little deeper into the background of the daily stretching exercises I taught with you last week. If you explored through those exercises last week, you will by now undoubtedly have had some experiences in your body related to those stretches that may be informative and maybe a little confusing. One of the things you might have encountered as you stretch, and many of us do, is a sense of stiffness or discomfort. To actually go deeply into a stretch is often to go into a place of discomfort or pain within the body, because that part of the body hasn't been moved in that particular way. You're activating all sorts of sensation, all sorts of response and awareness that wasn't there before. And you may actually be stimulating or awakening a place in yourself that is not at ease, that is at a level of discomfort. And I want to acknowledge you for that and encourage you to continue, because it is through that experience of that sensation that you will actually be able to experience a level of liberation through these practices. So there's a certain amount of courage involved in entering into a deep stretch. It has been said that everyone resists a deep stretch because deep stretching can be confrontational. And if you've allowed yourself, or you have over the years just become stiffer or narrowed into a more narrow range of movement and motion, then asking your body to open up and stretch in a certain way may be indeed quite challenging. And I acknowledge that you have your own journey in this, and my job here is to support you in mustering up the courage to feel your own body, to feel your own life as it expresses itself through your body. Now today what I'd like to do is go just a little deeper into this idea of these organ networks. Now you'll notice that in last week's stretching, each of the exercises were correlated with organ networks. There was a stretch for the lung and large intestine, one for the stomach and the spleen, another one for the heart and the small intestine, yet another for the bladder and the kidney, and one for the pericardium, the heart muscle, and the triple warmer, which is a fascinating Chinese concept about the metabolism system. And your liver and your gallbladder are also represented in these stretches. Now these are the six stretches, 11 organ networks recognized by the Western medical system, the physiological systems. If you've ever taken a community college level anatomy and physiology class, you're familiar with these organs. Now, I want to make a distinction here that in Chinese medicine and in this practice, I'm not really focused specifically on these organs and their physical structures. That is the purview of Western medicine and Western science. What I'm interested in is the functional range that is related and correlated to those organs, and that's why these things are called organ networks. When you read in the literature about the lung and large intestine meridians, etc., they're capitalized, capital L lung, which is a proper name for a meridian energy system, not the lowercase l, which would be referring to the organ itself. So I want to be very clear that when we work with these organ networks, we're working with an energy, a vital energy that's accessible to every one of us through our consciousness and through our personal awareness. It has nothing to do with what you might biopsy or put under a microscope and look at. I leave that to the medical technicians who are trained and desirous of acting and working in that way with the body. Personally, for me, the body is a living garden. It is not a machine like an automobile. It's a living garden. We live within an ecosystem. The body is an ecosystem interacting with the greater ecosystem that is around us. And so today I'd like to look at lung and large intestine particularly a little more deeply and invite you into this deeper study and let you know that I am offering professional training in this practice so that if you are called to offer this on a professional level and guide people through these exercises, I have a certified training that is here to serve your interest in that regard. For now, I want to fill you up with as much information as I can about this for you to use in your personal practice, in your personal awakening. And if you decide that you would like to share this in a professional manner, please contact me for further information about my certified trainings. For now, let's launch in a little bit to the lung large intestine practices, and I will review last week's meridian stretch and then add in 2 Qigong movements. Qigong is an ancient Chinese system of energy cultivation. Qi is energy or life energy. I'm not talking about oil and gas that all the oil and gas people are fracking right now. Not that kind of energy. Not the kind of energy that lights your electric light bulbs in your house or shows up on your PG&E statement. All right, I'm talking about life energy, that which animates and activates all the functions within this living organism called your body. Mind and spirit are all part of that, right? It's not just a body. It's not just a physical machine. It's a living organism filled with life and quality. The lungs are amazing. They bring in the oxygen and let go of the carbon dioxide. And they do that in their own highly intelligent and highly refined way. And we want to support them with our conscious acknowledgement and gratitude for that function being served. If our lungs didn't operate, those of you who suffer from lung challenges, you know what it's like to have your breath taken away from you, right? It's not fun. It's not for life. And we want life to be enhanced through our practice. So I'm going to jump back to my mat here, re-demonstrate lung large intestine stretch, and then give you 2 movements that you can do that will enhance and activate the movement of vital energy through your lung organ network, through the channel of energy that serves the purpose of exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide with this beautiful environment in which we live here on Earth. All right, here we go. So you'll remember the lung large intestine stretch we did last week. You link your thumbs and point your index fingers. Hopefully you can see that. Link your thumbs, point your index fingers, stretch those shoulders up and back and down, and open those lungs in your chest. Breathe. Nice big breath. Exhaling, come forward in a forward bend, and stretch those fingers up to the sky. Drop your head, relax your head, breathe, breathe. Tailbone to the sky, lengthen the back of your legs, stretch those hands to the sky, open the shoulders. Breathe in and come up. Somebody pulls you by the index fingers up. And then you switch the interlace of your thumbs and repeat the back bend. Breathe, breathe. Up and forward. And exhaling as you come forward. Let out a little noise. Stretch the back body. Stretch your lower back. Relax your head. Stretch your shoulders away from your ears. And then someone pulls you by the index fingers and you come back up. Most excellent. Woo! And from there, we come into our Wu-Ji posture, you may recall. Wu-Ji, connecting to the original oneness. And recalling that the Chinese idea of health is to be upright at ease. Upright at ease. That's your meridian stretch exercise, taking you into Wu-Ji standing posture. And now I invite you into the lung meridian gesture. Drop forward, exhale. Thumbs almost touch at midline. And then as you inhale, you rise up. Thumbs opening to the back. Breathe. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward. Let out the noise, let out the breath. Breathe in, open. Exhale, letting go. And take a moment to return to Wuji. This time with open palms. So the lungs reside within your chest cavity. And the lung organ network channel on the surface of the body starts here in the pectoralis, goes over the deltoid, down the bicep, down along the radius to the wrist, and then out into the thumb. So this lung channel starts here, rides up over the shoulder, down the bicep, down the forearm, and right out into your thumb. And so when we stretch this open by stretching open the thumbs, we're stretching all the active points along the surface of the body that relate to the lungs' breathing in and breathing out function. Good. That's your lung gesture. Now next we find ourselves going to large intestine, which is the partner of lungs. Lungs and large intestine work together in our exchange with our environment, right? Your large intestine eliminates solid waste and also reclaims pure water. So as the solid stool is forming, you're pulling back the liquid. So the pure water is being removed from the waste so that solid waste can be removed from the body through the large intestine. So you see that function of large intestine as being involved with reclaiming the pure and eliminating that which is already used up. Just like the lung breathes in oxygen and lets go of carbon dioxide, the large intestine brings in the pure water and lets go the solid waste. See the relationship between these two. The large intestine channel flows from the index finger up the arm to the shoulder, crosses the neck, crosses the jaw, and ends at the nose. You'll see that it sweeps along this part of the body, crosses the neck, and comes to the nose. And we recognize the sinuses as an organ of elimination as well. So with our large intestine Qigong, we use an index finger to guide the energy through this channel, past the nose, and then back down to the earth. And the image that goes with this gesture is a letting go. I let go of that which no longer serves me. I let go of anything that I've been clinging to. I allow myself to feel the feelings related to anything that has been taken from me, any losses that I have experienced in my life. I give back to nature. Give your losses back to nature. There is a great scheme of things to which we are not privy as to why things unfold the way they do. With our lung and large intestine movement, we are just affirming our connection with the greater scheme of things and surrendering into what is so that we may be more at ease in our upright posture. These are the lung and large intestine virtues and functions that serve us in our lives. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. May you be at peace. May you be free. I thank you for your kind attention as we deepen into our practice of self cultivation for the relief of suffering and the betterment of our health and wellness, and for the happiness of our community. I thank you for your time and attention. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Watch for the next one. And if you're interested in professional certification training, please contact me or leave a comment to that regard, and we'll be in touch about how our program works. Thanks so much for your time.